CBC, this is your boy Coach Shelton Harrison. And guys, you're live on the Coach Shelton Harrison boxing TV show live. And let me tell you something right now. Let me talk to you guys about Conor McBeggar. I'm sorry, Conor McGregor. Well, to be honest with y'all, we're going to be calling him Conor McBeggar. We're going to call him McBeggar after Dana White gets through his career. You know, Conor McGregor turned down his $50 million. And I got to wonder what's going on in the mind of a man that can turn down that much money. Unless Dana White probably just said, you know what, I'm going to offer you more money. I'm going to offer you more money, okay, than $50 million. Maybe Dana White said, hey, I'm going to give you a contract over a period of time that's going to be worth $100 million. Maybe that's what it is. Who knows? But for one fight, he turned down $50 million. Maybe it was a duck. Maybe he didn't duck him. Probably it is Dana White probably holding up the fight, because you remember Conor McGregor tried to get out of the UFC. He did. He tried to get out of the UFC. He was trying to be out of there, but he couldn't get out because of the contract obligation, okay? We understand that. But then I started looking at it. I said, you know what? Let me go research Conor McGregor. And I looked up his net worth. The guy only has a net worth of about 10 to 14 million, because I looked at a couple of sites. Some sites said 10, some sites said 14, some people said 8. So I took the average of it, and that's about between 10 to 14 million. That's his net worth. People, that's just the way that is. Okay, that's his net worth. This man ain't even worth $50 million. So to turn down $50 million, what could be going on? I'm going to tell y'all what's about to happen. And y'all pretty much heard it first here, okay? I think the reason that Floyd Mayweather, they were not even looking, the fight wasn't even a thing, okay? I think Floyd Mayweather fighting Conor McGregor, really, I don't even think he was doing it for the money. I think Floyd Mayweather was doing it for the opportunity. And here's what I mean by the opportunity. I think Floyd Mayweather and Al Haymon, I think they're planning a takeover of MMA. I think that's what they're doing. Because, see, think about it. Had that fight had went through, then, you'll have a lot of MMA guys who would say, you know what, I'll take on a boxer in a boxing match. And they probably go sign with Al Haymon. And you know what would happen then? You see, Al Haymon and Floyd Mayweather, of course they were paid. They would pay more money than Dana White was paying. Of course they would. They would just take the same PBC model and apply it to MMA. Okay? And these guys would come running. But see, now they know the model works. See, Al Haymon has a business model to take to people that want to invest in it. He got a model now. Hey, I can get all these advertisers looking at you. I can get a lot of people looking. The viewership don't lie. Blah, blah, blah. See, Al Haymon could go through the spiel. But see, he would definitely be able to pay more money than Dana White. Dana White in trouble. I'm telling you right now, if Floyd Mayweather and those guys can really literally sign an MMA fighter and have him competing in MMA, and honestly, Al Haymon and Floyd Mayweather, they may even, forget UFC. It may be a PBC MMA. Okay, it may be PBC MMA, Premier, not even Premier Boxing Champions. They may even call it, Premier Mixed Martial Arts Champion. Okay, it could be PMMAC. I mean, people, I'm thinking that that's what they're trying to go for. And it would have been a perfect opportunity, because Floyd would have fought Conor McGregor. And all those darn MMA guys would have been like, you know what, dang, Conor fighting a boxer and he making more money, so I can go do it. And you know what would happen then? They start signing more and more MMA fighters. They start putting these guys on the map, and these guys will start making more money. Man, Conor McGregor makes, somewhere roughly around $1 million a fight. Roughly. Around that much. Which Dana White is keeping 10 times more than that whenever these guys fight. And people don't know that these promoters, man, they're taking a lion's share of all the purses. It's Conor McGregor going in there, getting his head bashed in and getting kicked in the face and getting choked out. It's him. And I'm sure Conor McGregor got tired of that, man. And I know he thinking, man, I got to turn this down. I got to turn it down. Well, why? Why would Conor McGregor turn it down? Dana White had to offer him something very, very powerful. I'm serious, man. Something is keeping Conor McGregor with Dana White. I mean, I can't explain anything else, man. And maybe it's called a contractual obligation. But Dana White need to be watching his back, because Al Haymon, those guys, they're coming. They are coming point blank. They're going to come point blank. Floyd and Al are coming. And they're going to get into the world of mixed martial arts. I promise you they will. And they're going to have their own channel. They're going to try to put together a network. And they're going to try to upend the UFC. And then you know what's going to happen. Then it's going to be a cold war between the UFC and the whatever they call it, PMMAC. It's going to be a cold war because there's going to be a lot of fighters that can fight each other. But, Dana White won't want to work with Al Heyman. I'm telling y'all, it's going to be another cold war, but this time it's going to be in MMA. And Floyd Mayweather and Al Heyman, they're going to monopolize the bulk of the MMA fighters because those guys will sign. They're going to sign because they're going to want to make the money. And then any new talent that's coming up, they're going to go with Al Heyman because they're going to go where the money is. I'm telling you, the UFC brand as we know it is in trouble. See, they already had, they pretty much already had competition from Strikeforce, Invicta, and Bellator. They already got competition. But, those guys, they can't really compete with the UFC. And they can't pay out as much money as the UFC. And Dana White know that. So for a long time, Dana White was like, I got this thing, I got MMA locked down. He knew that. But see, now Floyd Mayweather just threw a monkey wrench into that plan. Could you imagine Dana White was probably pulling out the hair he don't have when he realized that Floyd offered Conor McGregor $50 million? Dana White probably took a dump on himself and he probably pissed in his own pants. People, I'm telling y'all, that's probably what happened. And Dana pretty much did everything he could to shut that down, and so far he's been successful. But I tell you guys what, I'm going to tell you guys what without a shadow of a doubt. I can guarantee you that Al Heyman and Floyd Mayweather, they're going to come up with a game plan to sign a bunch of MMA fighters. And I'm telling you, some of them guys in the UFC, some of these guys in Bellator and Strikeforce, those guys are going to come, they're going to come over. Like you even got your boy King Mo. He already be in the Mayweather gym working out. Floyd Mayweather going to be like, hey, Mo, man, I'm going to pay you some good paper, man. I'm going to pay you some good paper, man. You just come on here and you just fight for the money team. I'm telling y'all, that's what's going to happen. Watching this next year, these next couple of years, when you start seeing Floyd and Al trying to put on like MMA cards, and I'm telling y'all, it's gonna smell the beginning of the end for Dana White. It's gonna smell. See, Dana White should have took the $50 million and tried to work with Floyd and Al, but nope, they ain't want to do that. So Dana White, you just signed your death warrant, my friend. This is your boy, Coach Shelton Harrison. I'm done.